Chief judge for the bout is Javad Salimi from Iran.
Yeah, two very young teams. The Spanish teams are triggers that are coming from the under 21 divisions. Actually, the one in the middle, Lidia Garcia, is current under 21 world champion. And also now Japan, that for a long time they had Goju Ryu teams for female. Now showing a Shotokan team, no, a new team, and that will be interesting to see.
It will. First of all, the performance from Team Spain, Paiku, and once more the audience comes to a hush. The bow starts the clock.
Good start.
Good shape. Emberson. Excellent starters. Shikodach. Brilliant. They're looking impressive, aren't they, Antonio?
Yeah, Paiku is a short kata, but with very fast movements, where you have to show fast transitions and secure stances, and after that speed transitions. And I think they have done very good and synchronized it very well.
Over the years, you've performed so many kata. Do you have a personal favorite?
Well, actually, Super Imp is one of my favorite katas, but I try to make all my katas favorite, no, and enjoy all of them. Yeah.
Has to be. Now, when you've been in competition where you've had to do 6, 7, and even 8 rounds.
Wow. Yeah.
Oh, that
great.
was brilliant. Just to remind everyone, there has to be a different kata each round. So the strategy for the teams and individuals is so important when they consider who they're being drawn against to decide which kata to perform. Still 2 minutes 45 seconds.
Also, it's interesting to see how the fashion, or the tendency of how to perform in the bunkai has evolved,
Yes.
over the years. I remember when it started with this system, some teams, one of the players was performing one part of the kata and the other two doing the. Now it's more like they turn in the attacks and blocks. So it's like.
I mean, it's not stipulated. They don't have to, but I think it does impress the the range of skills for each of the players, doesn't it, Antonio?
Yeah. And now also, if with the reduction of one minute, I think it's going to be more dynamic, you know. So teams will also have to try to adapt to this change.
Yes. It never ceases to amaze me. Wow, the scorpion kicks, that's already getting made famous, in fact, by Ko Matsuhisa.
Yeah, now we can see in it a lot of bunkais, no?
Yes, yes. Wow. Superb again. Five seconds still remain on the clock. Fantastic support from the audience. As we await Team Japan, who have been standing by patiently show what they can do in their world title gold medal challenge here at the 24th Senior World Karate Championships in Madrid, Spain. Ishibashi, Mugiyama and Taira. Kata Ansu. The speed in this opening sequence from three players as they go into the Guashidachi. Balance on the way through to the next movement. The transitions are really important, and then the fast four movements and drop to the Mawashigeris. That Antonio?
Yeah, very clean movements.
Very clean, yes.
Yeah, I think now we have I think the Japanese Shotokan is also taking some power now, no? Coming in the last years, I think the kata competitions, we have seen how to say, like a dominance of Shitoryu style.
It has. We had a conversation, I remember, with Peter Valdesi, and you're absolutely right, but there seems to be a re-emergence of Shotokan.
Yes.
That was brilliant. Great overhead shot. Perfect landing. That completes the first part of the kata as we go into the Bonkai with 3 minutes 50 seconds on the clock now. Brilliant. Got to get that timing absolutely perfect to avoid causing injury. Good representation to kata. The see where she goes. No chance of error. Brilliant.
Very fast movements,
wasn't it?
And, yeah.
Excellent transitions.
Long sequence of movements.
One minute, 45 seconds still to go.
I think Japan's bunkai has been very clean and very spectacular techniques. Maybe the Spanish team will have a little bit more energy, but yeah, we have to see what the judges are gonna.
That's a pretty good summary, Antonio. Right on the end of the nose. Joranzuki. With 26 seconds to come to a stop, and the clock is altered at 22 seconds left. Wow. Just down to the judges now to determine who is going to be the World Team Kata champions, and it is a 5-0 win in favor of Japan. Floods of cheers now from the athletes. Beautiful performance, wonderful techniques.
Yes.
Congratulations, Team Japan. Again, although it is a 5-0 result.
Yeah, it was a close match. I think both teams did very well, and it's also impressive how Japan has put a lot of effort in coming back to be on the top of the, not only the kata divisions but also in the kumite divisions. You know, they are taking very serious the fact that now karate is Olympic and it's going to be for the first time in Tokyo.
The fact that they will be able, as host nation, to have a player in every single category.
Yeah.
They have invested so much time, effort, and finance in their preparation.
And even though they have a secure place for the Olympics, you can see that they have. To put you an example, in kata they have 5 or 6 players that all of them can be, you know, fighting for a spot in the Olympics. Of course, we have Ryoki Una that I think is now very solid and in a very solid position. I think his level is above the rest, no? But I think they have very good players and they are trying to demonstrate, you know, trying to establish, you know, a supremacy or a power. So it's a hard job to work and to try to, you know, be at the same level of them.
And what is wonderful about look at the emotion on the faces of these young athletes from Japan. What is so evident though is the strength and depth that they have, and the Premier League is revealing that, isn't it? Because
Yes.
there are Shimbaba,
Moto.
I mean, the list of talent, particularly in Kata, goes on and on, doesn't it?
Yes. And yeah, it's making the kata competition very hard. That's good, I think, because the level is high. But yeah, I think it's also a compromise for the other nations and for us as kata players to, you know, to try to train hard and do the work to be there also, you know, fighting with them.
In a couple of minutes, our first medal ceremony. That special moment all the athletes are waiting for.
Look at the faces. Immediately they receive the decision. The emotion floods out. World champions, Japan. Female Team Kata at the 24th